said.
Crust?
You wish you could actually say that.
Set myself up. Don't make fun of my speech impediment.
PFC 272 Premier League Matchday 13 review. Welcome back after the international break.
Feels like it's been so long.
Dude, it's the worst, man. Stay thirsty.
It's the Nations League, man. It's fucking everything up. It's just prolonging everything.
For sure, man.
We hope
and causing injuries.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, man. We hope all PFC Nation, we hope all you guys have been well out there. You know, it was holiday seasons. It was like Thanksgiving going on.
Yep.
And all that. So, you know, all that happy holidays to everybody. It's about that time. We're narrowing down on that Christmas season.
Stop getting all sentimental, bro. What is this?
Hey, man, just setting it up. That's the alley-oop right there.
That's true, man.
You see, you got no lube. You
well,
just go straight.
You bring up a fair point, man, because we are approaching December, which is the crazy Christmas period. The schedule has not changed yet. A lot of talk still hasn't changed. So all these results leading up, you know, against Crystal Palaces, you know, Brightons, you got to win these games leading into the December period.
It's crunch time, man.
It is the crunch time. It's the right before the storm, right before the crunch time's hitting. But biggest game this weekend, Spurs, Chelsea. At Wembley, Spurs, one of their last games at Wembley until they move next year. But man, this game wasn't even close.
Did you expect?
On paper, it could have been 6. It could have been 7. Like David Luiz was exposed big time. I was about to pump his tires until that last goal went in, you know, like because he was playing all right. But Chelsea there was no gumption, man. The energy levels was just 2 times below what Spurs brought to the table, which was a surprise.
Yeah, it was, man. They right away they got that set piece nice and early. That set the tone. Like you're home against probably the most intense rival of the last 3 or 4 years. I know Arsenal, Tottenham are the primary rival, but if you remember the battle at the Bridge from 2 or 3 seasons ago at this point, where both teams are just hacking each other, and Mark Clattenburg forgot his red card, bro. Should have been so many red cards. If you guys haven't seen that game, check it out. Battle.
He was not going to hand one out.
Nope. So in this game, man, Tottenham came out right away, man. They made it a physical competition, but in a clean way. There was no cheap shots or anything. But like I said, get that first set piece, and away they went, man.
I don't know if Chelsea was affected by international break. I mean, most of these guys were abroad, so it's no excuses. But they just looked slower to the second ball, slower to the challenge. It seemed like they were losing most of the battles. I mean, they did have some good spells, but for the most part, what I saw was Spurs was taking Jorginho out of the game.
Yeah.
Essentially, he
was by himself. Yeah. Like he was defending against 2 or 3 players at a time, and he had a poor game because of it.
Because I think they feel like, I think the scouting report on Chelsea is you have to take Jorginho out of the game because that's the guy they want on the ball to hit the long balls to kind of dictate the tempo of the game. So you do that, now you force N'Golo Kante or Kovacic to take over, and they did so well pressing him in the right areas. Like I thought Spurs, this was close to a complete performance.
Well, I think
go ahead.
When you were watching the game, Tom, you brought up the fact that Chelsea doesn't have a number 10, and we started talking about the midfield, how negative it is.
So
essentially,
negative.
there's 2 D-mids. I know Kante plays a little bit higher.
Kovacic was poor.
Poor.
When Barkley came in, I know I've been not against him the whole time, but I've been skeptical about Barkley since the beginning, whether he can deliver. He's been delivering for Chelsea, laying on assists, getting his goals. And when he came on, it was a different amount of energy, different.
Because he's an attacking midfielder. He
but
wants to get beyond the striker.
Kovacic gives you something completely different. I think Barkley now has usurped his role in the team. Like he should be starting now week in, week out.
Yeah, I think Kovacic and Jorginho have a similar style. I know Kovacic is a little bit more adventurous, but if you saw the press, it was because essentially all 3 center mids were coming deep for the ball. And I don't mean right away, all the way deep to the back line and picking it up from there. I just mean there were no running behind.
Yeah, the attacking midfielder's job is to also help stretch the back line.
Exactly.
So you need the center forward sometimes checking in, and then a Frank Lampard running beyond that back line to kind of stretch them out and kind of shift them around.
Yep.
When you have N'Golo Kante, that's not natural to him.
No.
Kovacic, that's not natural to him. He's a hole player. He likes to sit in the hole and try to create, whether through dribbling or passing. Jorginho's more of a deep-lying playmaker, so I think they need a little bit of a shakeup, but this L was coming, man. I mean, this was Chelsea's first defeat all season long. So, I mean, it was coming. If you were going to lose to someone, I guess Spurs, Spurs isn't the one.
I'm so surprised they lost by the 3-1 scoreline.
Dominating.
But I think, man, Morata, can almost take the full blame for this as far as, because you have Hazard and Willian, leading your line. like all you need is someone between them to link it up.
True.
But he had no hold up play.
You say link up?
Well, who came on and got the goal?
Olivier.
You have Jorginho, one of the best crossers of the ball in the league. He'll find anyone on the field. You have one of the tallest guys, best headers in the league in Giroud.
Yep.
I think it's almost nonsense. I mean, against a team like Spurs too, you want to play someone physical against Foyth,
definitely
young kid.
Have a
presence up there. But
Morata had his chances, man, too. He was cowish.
So I was really surprised that Tottenham won in general. I thought Chelsea was going to beat them. I thought this was going to be another one of those years where Chelsea seems to just roll through certain teams. And they always seem to have Tottenham's number, I feel. And Hazard, he looked a little off. But
way off.
And you were talking about the free kick for Spurs. Yes, that was great for Spurs to get it, 8th minute or something. But Chelsea also had a moment, 13, 14 minutes in. Morata gets the ball from, I think, Conte. And he gets steamrolled in the box.
Yeah.
Ball was not touched. Very well could have been a penalty. I think
that one, first one, I thought should have been a PK.
Which right there, that changes the whole dynamic of the game. That changes the whole dynamic game of Morata as well. Because if he gets that, Hazard puts it in, it's 1-1. He feels confident. Yeah. I get fantasy points. But I'm just saying, look, here I really thought Chelsea were going to do something. I actually picked up Morata. I didn't know if this was going to be one of the sneaky games.
Wow.
I also picked him up. I also picked him up at 3:00 in the morning on Saturday, drunk.
Yeah.
So
that is a drunk.
He's got a problem, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a problem.
Yeah, no, it was a good night.
The guy you should have been picking up was Harry Kane.
I didn't have enough.
Scoring against a big club, scoring against the top 6 team in a
usual.
big game. It was a great goal too, man. From far out, this guy can hit from anywhere.
Far out, man.
Yo, when's Dele Alli gonna get his due?
Dude,
when are we gonna give props to Dele Alli for stepping up in a big game, goal and an assist? He dominated the first half. I thought he was the best.
Ericsson dominated the first half.
I thought Dele Alli
3 assists.
I thought Dele Alli was the best player in the first half. Did he fade out in the second half? Yes, he did. He did have some good spells though, but I mean, Dele Shop was amazing this game. Everyone's always like, "Oh, he just gets L especially."
Okay, hold on. What was
it? What you gotta say about Dele Shop?
Hold on. Did he assist? He assisted
a ducket and a dime.
So he assisted Son's goal. He dribbled from half. Great assist, and he scored off a set piece header. Great. Yeah, come on.
Hey man, he got him the ball.
Hey, he wanted
a high position. He got him the ball.
The rest of the game, what was he doing? He wasn't outstanding. I think Christian Eriksen kind of bossed that game, to be honest.
This goes to prove that sometimes when people don't like you, they don't like you, man.
You're the king of being that guy. I'm just saying, look at the context of his stats. You got an assist, passed to Son. Son did all the work.
What about his goal the first half?
Well, you flicked that. It was a great. You win at the near post. You flick it to. That's fine. That's a great goal.
But his movement. What about his dribbling ability? What about when he was passing dudes? He was beating dudes 1-on-1. He was on the ball. He was creating a lot. Like Dele Alli, I thought he had a spectacular game. Now he faded second. What I will say is second half. Okay, he slowed down a little bit, but what that has to do with international break, I don't know. All I'm saying is, man, gets a goal and assist against a top 6 team. People call him out, especially you, Al. You got to give him props, man.
I did give him props. that was me giving him props.
I really love the formation that Spurs had with Harry Kane and Son up top. Finally, Son, big game. I love the fact that he played him because I think I've definitely been one to say I want him playing game in, game out.
What a goal he had. Too,
over Moura, over Lamela, he deserves it because when Harry Kane went down multiple times in the past few years, who steps in? Who keeps Spurs up?
Son
all day.
Got the S on his chest. Doesn't stand for Superman though. It stands for Son.
But Dyer did well in the middle. I mean, I would have preferred Dembele. But
he's not in the score.
No, I know that. Yeah, but I'm saying is Dyer did okay.
He's beginning a lot of burn, man. There's so many holes in this guy's game though. Like he's so blocky.
Yeah, I like him for this game, man. He just stuffed Chelsea. Like, that was his job, basically. Just stuff him.
I thought Sissoko was stuffing most people out there, man. Crunching Kovacic all day on that sideline.
Hazard just taking a chunk out of him.
He was a beast this game. I think he's almost been reinvented as like a holding midfielder now for Spurs instead of that bombing right winger. You know, I think with his size, man, he should be in the middle of the field, not out wide.
Yeah, it's just sometimes his decisions.
Yeah,
he
doesn't have the. He's not that player. You know, he's not.
Like,
he's not
defensively, it helps out.
You know what, man? The Spurs team's impressive. More importantly, Mauricio Pochettino's impressive. I do think the season is a marathon, though. So we'll see how Spurs, because they didn't sign anyone in the summer.
Yep.
Whether they'll be deep enough to warrant a Champions League
December,
team.
man, crunch time. We'll find out then.
This is it. But they're in a good run of form right now.
Dude, this is their best start. What we're saying, like in their history, at least the Premier League era, this is their best start to a season. You know, they've already won 10 games in the first 13. Like that's great numbers.
Too.
They lost 3. I mean, they're behind only to a freak Man City and Liverpool.
And they beat a good Chelsea team.
The first defeat for Chelsea's season in all competitions.
Is this Pochettino's last marathon, shall we say?
Look, I think so, man.
Yeah.
I think he'll leave because of the stadium. He didn't get money this summer, like Tom was saying. I don't think he's going to get much money, if any money, in January. And then next summer, maybe he'll get a little bit because the stadium was supposed to be done in October. We're now midway at the end of November. They're saying the stadium's going to be ready next early spring. Like,
so you think he's just going to be fed up with the ceiling that's there?
Yeah, and conveniently, I think the Madrid job's going to be open. We'll get into the rest of the world news, but Madrid is having a bit of a nightmare start to their season. So I think that job's going to open up in the summer.
I think it'll be great for Poch. He'll be able to get players that can take steroids and not get reprimanded for it. But just saying.
Allegedly.
He allegedly didn't try to hurt Salah on purpose, too.
That's all bullshit, man. But, yeah, Spurs, man, this is their time. Too bad they missed, They have no shot at the league title this year, but they'll make a comfortable push for third place, I think.
Yeah, and that's more money for them, man. Revenue.
But they need to keep this form going on in Champions League.
For sure, man. West Ham 0, Man City 4. I don't even know why Man City plays these games, dude. They boss in every category, even style points.
It's embarrassing, man.
Leroy Jenkins. But in this case, it's Sane.
Oh,
you never seen that video?
No.
What? You never seen Leroy Jenkins?
You never seen that?
That guy?
Yeah. Let's do this.
It's a classic. Look, man, this kid, this team. It's not even just this kid.
Listen,
this team, man.
How dare you start with Leroy Sané? That's what's wrong with this goddamn football world, man. No, it's not. Raheem Sterling, 11.9% owned.
The orchestrator.
Highest fantasy scorer in this league. You got guys sucking on Hazard's ween, Salah's ween. I'm naming guys who are more expensive. Aguero's ween. Sterling out here making it rain, man.
Aguero didn't do shit. 4 goals. Didn't do shit. I know fantasy owners are tight.
I am butthurt. But no, seriously, man. Sterling, automatic starter. Mahrez and Sané are battling for that other position. You know, what's his name? David Silva's gonna ball always when he's on the field, man. He's picking up from De Bruyne.
He's getting clean sheets and he's getting goals and assists. He's a great guy to have.
And he's cheap.
Unplayable. And he's rotating Gundogan in now.
He's rotating Gundogan for Bernardo Silva.
Oh, my goodness, man.
And you got Mahrez, Gabby Jesus, and Phil Foden, a little piece of shit. I'm kidding, Phil. Coming in off the bench, man. There's so much depth. Company and John Stones can't even get into the team, man. Laporte just fucking holding this down.
Laporte's automatic.
I was reading a great article, man, about how City have conceded, let's see the numbers here, in the league, conceded 5 goals in 13 games. He's only lost 1 game all season in the Champions League, and yet he can't even get a sniff at the France national team. But they took Mamadou Sakho from Crystal Palace. What the fuck, man?
Look, Pep must be happy about that, but personally,
that's
Laporte,
ridiculous.
it's like, what more do I need to do? This kid Laporte has been so good.
He's the truth
for so long, man. I don't know how City managed to pick him up. Like, he was known to the world, but no one ever brought him up when they were talking about center backs. Like, it was always Koulibaly getting the shot.
You got to shout out the scouts and Pep knowing exactly what and who he needs. He's been in that league. He's seen him play before. That's just brilliant.
This guy literally takes over for Company. Like, I'm not saying he's equal to Company, but I'm saying, like, they're not missing Company fading out, getting old. You know what I mean? Like,
he's a
great replacement
for sure, and he's still young. I saw some shaky moments in this game too. Mm-hmm. The score can sometimes be deceiving if you don't watch the game. He does need to clean up certain things in his game, but he's a good young player.
He's been playing since he was 18, regularly.
Yeah.
In La Liga.
And it's the same with Sane and Sterling, all these young guys who he's bringing along. The only weakness I see for Man City is that left back position, and I think they're gonna address it in January and get like a backup left back because Mendy's constantly hurt.
He's gonna keep playing Delph out there, or Zinchenko's gonna play out there. Like he doesn't care.
See, I think they may in January try to buy like a sneaky dude.
I think they'll do it in the summer and get someone real.
Yeah,
like no bullshit.
Mendy's
like
mentality's been out.
Like a real dude. Because to compete with Mendy, like they're going for Champions League, and depending how far they get, I don't know if they have enough to win the Champions League. You can definitely give them a shout, but like, do they have like Fernandinho? Can he play in the league and Champions League and still be the same performer he was last year?
Because what do you do if Fabian Delph goes down?
Zinchenko,
and then,
or John Stones.
Then he gets suspended.
John Stones. He's been playing John Stones.
So that's why. I mean, look, I could be wrong. But they did the same thing last year. That's why I think because
what happened last year,
and that's why I think they're gonna change it this year.
But it didn't bother them. Maybe in Champions League it affected them.
Like last year,
Mendy went down.
Oh yeah, Delph was playing left back. Yeah, but in Champions League it showed because he wasn't a natural left back.
Yeah.
So at that stage
I just don't know.
That's what I do to shore it up.
But like, that's what I do. But I'm saying, like, is anyone quality at left back available on City's standard? You can definitely get a promising guy, but I think Alexandro, like someone real who's gonna elevate you. So if they pick up a left back, they're trying
Rodriguez from Milan. It's just you have to pay the exorbitant fee.
And will he leave in January with Milan trying to rebuild their season? You know what I mean? Like,
lots of questions. I think there's enough left backs out there to where you could get because you don't need a superstar.
Dude, get Ben Chilwell.
You just get a superstar for the summer.
Ben Chilwell.
Even if it's,
I don't think you need a
someone
superstar.
in league.
You get Tiki? Aaron Cresswell.
Yeah, it's like
you pick him, put him on this.
Someone sneaky like that. I think they may make a signing like that where you're like, oh,
dude, Ben Chilwell. Chilwell is better than fucking Cresswell.
Chilwell's looking good.
I like Chilwell.
No, I just think City's already at that level where, like, if they buy anyone, it shouldn't be just a plug. It should be like this guy is the next.
Well, no, I agree with
Tiki in this position
during the summer, not the winter, because they don't need that right now during the winter. And plus, that might throw off a little bit of chemistry in January. During the summer, there's someone in Barcelona left back that just came out talking about his. Yeah. It's weird he has been offered a new contract. Dude. His name's Alaba. Imagine if he gets on there.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's Premier. So like, you can't buy someone for 50 in winter, and then I think they need a proper upgrade at that position. Not because Mendy sucks, but because he gets hurt.
Yeah.
And like, if you buy a plug in January, like it kind of hurt. Then you buy a real one in the summer, and now you got 3 or 4.
I think Mendy is your real one because he's young.
No, but I mean health wise. So like, you get like Huss is saying, Alba to compete with Mendy. It's less stress on his knee, but in the future, Mendy's your dude.
You know what? They do have Danilo, so let's not sleep on that. Danilo's played left back. He's been pretty bad.
They put Danilo's awful at left back. They try to put. That's why Delph got it in the first place. They put Danilo out there, awful player out in that position. Walker, you don't.
You know why we're talking about City's transfers so much? Because there's really nothing else to talk about. And this was my point that I was making to my bro this weekend was that City are the exact opposite, the polar opposite of Man United, in that we know what's going to happen with City. They're going to dominate possession, and they're going to score like 4 or 5 goals, and we love it. We love to watch it, but
do we love it?
It's so, I love it. It's almost boring because it's predictable, and you know what's going to happen. And Man United is the polar opposite, where you're not really. It's going to be a struggle. It's ugly to watch. Whether you win or lose, it's ugly to watch. It's going to be a struggle. And that's been my thing with these two Manchester clubs this year.
Well, with City,
why you gotta compare them, man?
Shall we transition
from the same city?
Shall we transition to the 0-0 Crystal Palace Man United?
One last note on this game from me: Manuel Pellegrini going up against his old club, Man City. This guy won a league with them. Doesn't get a lot of respect from the old crowd, but you would have thought. He was playing that high line that he's been playing all year, and they just got picked apart, man. City just too quick. That first goal, man, trying to play the high line, didn't work.
And final thing from me, City, their focus is unbelievable because you'll get top teams who might struggle, might get a 1-0 game, 2-1 game, they might slip up. They just get the ball and they do their thing, and they have no slip ups. I mean, I can't think of how when you think about how many mistakes this team made during this game. It's single digits easily, and I can't think of an actual one. It's like, man, they really screwed up there.
Yeah, they don't, man. They're high standards from the manager, well drilled, absolutely since day one.
But you know what? Instructions are clear. That's what happens when instructions are clear. The goal is the objective of what you want to do is laid out for you.
But it's also the working on the tactics. Like Pep doesn't focus as much as like defensive shape. Like when we're getting attacked, it's like win the ball back as soon as we can. So let's work on pressing, and then once we have it, let's work on breaking down because we know everyone's gonna pack it in against us.
The players are so good that there's certain things, he doesn't have to work on.
Yeah,
slapping his lips,
doing his best fucking Toad impression over here, sticking his tongue out. Look at him.
Yeah, man.
He's eating something or what?
Speaking of unclear instructions, man. United 0, Palace 0.
Hey, where's Van Persie when you need him, Al?
It's on my back. On my back, man. Need RVP in this game. Need Montishoff. I mean, no, okay. I mean, let's boil it down. All right.
Boil it?
Yeah, boil it down. It's in the common expression in the English vernacular. Anyway.
Boil it?
Boil it? Steam it? Eggs?
Fry it? Steam it.
Fat House.
I got a grill. Put it on the grill.
Let's steam it down.
Man, United at home against Palace. I picked up Tony Martial. He's got some of the most points.
That's the honey dick I was afraid of.
Well,
man.
dude, no. I mean, I had faith. I mean, you just gotta make a choice sometimes. If it pays off, it pays off. It does. I captained him too.
Oh, that's honey.
But hey, whatever, man. It is what it is.
I may have as well. I don't know.
He didn't play too horrible, man. He wasn't the biggest problem, man. The biggest problem was just there was no speed of play, and especially in our midfield was just so disjointed, and Matic is just exhausted. We've all been saying it for over a month now. He pulled out of the Serbia squad with injury. This guy's just playing with injury.
He had surgery too. He's been of the season, by the way.
Surgery over the summer. Yep. He was late coming back. He's still injured with something else maybe, but he's not going to the national team because he's staying at home. But this guy just needs a break, man. His body just needs a rest because he's playing with injury and he's not playing to his full potential.
And he's
hurting us more than he's helping now.
Oh, he's 30.
Yeah,
So
a lot of miles on those legs, man. He runs a lot and he plays the whole game. But we buy a guy like Fred. We bring Pereira back from loan. We keep him in the squad. And these guys have barely played in the first half of the season. Pereira hasn't played since the first couple of weeks, starting-wise. But I think a game like this against Palace, man, you need someone like Fred. We brought on Fellaini instead for Lingard. I thought that it should have been Fred. Like, his link-up play is incredible.
Or at least Pogba for Fred. And then Martial for Sanchez. Like, I think Martial's been hot. And by the way, Rashford should have started.
But Mata was playing right wing again. Like, why is he playing? He was playing playing so well in the middle. And now we're gonna throw him out on the wing again where he's not effective.
Guys, it doesn't matter. You could put in whoever you want. Put in whoever you want. You guys are trash. The spirit is down. Look, this is quotes.
We're not trash. We're not trash, but we suck.
You are trash.
Right? No,
mentally,
trash.
you are trash. And if you are mentally trash, then technically you play to that level. Quotes from Gary Neville here. I didn't go to Old Trafford, but I spoke to people who did. There's a lethargy in terms of the fans going into the ground, watching the game, players on the pitch. You could just sense it. I think Jose gave the right message before the game, saying they will end up in the top 4. I don't think it would have been acceptable at the start of the season. And certainly... And certainly the start of the last season to say that top 4 is achievable because he will have wanted a challenge for the title with the money that they've spent. That's where United need to be. But that's been my thing.
But we didn't spend enough, clearly. This summer we needed reinforcements. Hey, you can say we spent $350 million. Liverpool spent like $450 million.
No trophies.
No trophies.
Yes. Progress, though.
But because they keep buying players. Exactly. They bought Naby Keita.
Because they keep progressing.
But dude,
but we finished above Liverpool, so we're progressing too. It's not pretty like Liverpool.
Our projection was high.
Our style is ugly. For sure, it's ugly. You're right. When you watch United, it's disjointed. But we finished above Liverpool, spent $50 million less. And we're United. It's not like we're this club trying to balance spending.
But Klopp knows his best 11.
Well,
Mourinho doesn't.
And Mourinho tried to buy more players to start building that best 11. Because the best 11 is not performing.
Next year when you lose De Gea... Even if you get Donnarumma or whatever, I don't care who you bring. But that's going to be a big one because guess what? You finished above Liverpool last year, not because of everybody else, but because of De Gea once again.
Yeah, but why did you finish third? Because of Salah once again. You know what I mean? Like
not once again.
But
a goalie to a right wing.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying the most important
player. That's not
player.
a good comparison.
No, but it's a legit comparison. If we lose De Gea, it's like Liverpool losing Salah.
It's a good. That's sad because that shows you the mentality because they're so offensive and you're so defensive that if you lose your goalie, it's like...
Yeah, but that's our manager, man.
I'm just saying,
it's just a different style. Everyone always accuses United fans of living in the past, but every critique is based on the past. It's like, oh well, when United was playing, this used to be that.
Bro, look,
dude,
check this out.
They hired Jose Mourinho.
21 points through 13 matches, tied for the second worst Premier League start in club history. Only team in the top half of the Premier League table with negative goal difference of -1. 4 wins in the last 12 matches in all competitions. 5 draws and 3 losses. So this is not looking at yesteryear, talking about Ferguson. We understand that you'll never reach that level. Like, we get that. We're talking about this current Man United under Jose. It just doesn't look good, man.
No, it doesn't. Absolutely doesn't. And he said, I need more pieces because this team doesn't look good.
And he spent a lot of money. I'd like to see, man, it's hard to say. Because he had to kind of accept and take the L, like, okay, maybe I bought the wrong guys or I didn't boost her up where I wanted to.
Liverpool spent it on center backs until they eventually. I mean,
but I don't see Jose saying that. I don't see Jose coming out saying I was wrong.
No, but he did. He said we need 2 center backs, and everyone was like, "Well, you bought 2 center backs." And I remember even pundits were like, "Well, you've been given 350." It's like, dude, you're right. But if he says we need these pieces, what do you think is for? His ego? He's literally training the squad for 3 months, and he says, "Look, I might have bought those pieces, but they're inadequate. So you can choose to daddy me up and be like, well, honey, you chose that meal.
Clearly, they don't believe in
that
him.
Meal.
They just don't believe in him.
That's it. So
because they gave him the money, he spent it. He got the guys wrong. He bought the wrong dudes.
I wouldn't say they're wrong, but they're
not ready.
Not so much ready. They're just not living up.
Last year's with the players we got second place. We did pretty well in the Champions League. Okay, that's a step in the right direction.
It was a step up, right?
So you spend a little bit more money, you add more pieces to the group, and you build on that. But to take a step backwards, and everyone else built up besides Spurs, but they have a much more solid team.
Yeah, this is bigger than
everybody else took steps up.
Out of all the center midfielders in the world, he identified Fred.
Fred's nice, I think. I think Fred's a good piece. Everybody works for the time.
Absolutely is what we need, because when we have Matic in the middle of the field, every game exhausted, when he has the ball, there's no creativity from there. You look at the Arsenal midfield. Fine, Guendouzi's this new kid, but when he has the ball, where's his eyes first? Forward, and he might play it safe. Even Xhaka, who gives away the ball a lot, has his mistakes. Eyes are forward. Our center mids, Pogba's kind of sideways. He's, an attacking-minded player, but you can tell he's playing with change.
He'll play.
He's not looking forward right away. Or he is sometimes.
He does sometimes. You'll find that big ball.
But not as comfortably as he does for other teams. I mean, it's still with a bit of caution.
Because he knows that he has to come back and defend.
Exactly. You look at on the other side, we got Matic, and then Lingard, who's not a center mid. We're obviously plugging him in. He's a winger or a number 10, like higher in the field.
He's an attacker.
Why not
Mata, we're playing
there,
right with. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why not Fred where Lingard's playing?
Next to him, let Matic hold him.
Because he doesn't know his lineup, guys. Even if he's done it before, Fred started before. He's put him in. He didn't do work like he thought he would, so now he's like, all right, Lingard's been looking good in practice.
It's a fact he doesn't know who's his starting lineup should be. If you're watching as a pundit, you wouldn't be able to tell either, because these players aren't playing in the sense of.
It's hilarious because this would be the episode for Snacks to show up, because Lukaku's been on a goal drought. I forgot the exact statistics.
He's not here.
But
hasn't scored on Old Trafford since March. He's gone 14 hours without a goal.
So I mean, look. You need a goal scorer in times like this. You need a guy. Look, when Zlatan was here,
save your ass.
He'd get the odd goal. He'd put it on his back, just lump the ball in. He'd get that header.
Mm-hmm. He did get a goal, but it was deemed offside. I thought it was pretty harsh on the replay.
Oh, it was fair.
Yeah, look, and I think what Palace got
just because it was that Old Trafford, you wanted that extra inch.
And Palace got a goal called back too when Kouyaté scored that header as well. Like.
1 for 1.
It was 1 for 1, man. Look, this is a fair result based on the way we played. Like, you could even make a, passionate argument that Palace maybe should have stolen all 3 points here. Their chances were more clear cut. I still think United obviously controlled possession, controlled the game, but there was no threat to Palace whatsoever. And when Palace had the ball, Ferdinand brought it up. United was sitting back, dude, like falling back into your shape.
It's what you do.
Rio Ferdinand brought it up. Yeah.
When you need to press, you need to press certain teams.
And you're at home, dude. You have to press. And I understand maybe you don't want to press all the way up the field, but you can't let them lollygag it up to half and then you start your press. Because by then, it's 2 passes and they're behind us. Like, it has to be right away.
I see a couple players leaving. I mean, this De Gea thing has just kind of shocked me a little bit, because I thought he was going to stay at Man United at least for 2-3 more years.
If the energy was right, he would have.
Man, but Alexis Sanchez and De Gea, I could see leaving.
He said himself, man, like, he's thought about leaving, but then, like, he gets so much adoration from the United fans that he wouldn't get anywhere else in the world. Definitely not at Madrid.
No.
When people are booing,
and he's an Atletico.
When people are booing, It's Cristiano Ronaldo, the guy.
Courtois right now. They want to take his head.
But you got Courtois and you got Navas there too. Like those, I mean, Navas has won 3 Champions Leagues. He's pretty established, and you have 2 goals that are already there. Now you can have De Gea go there too. So it's gonna be Courtois and De Gea. Like, what the hell's the point of that?
De Gea
the link is PSG to De Gea.
That's what I'm saying. So
PSG.
that's why I brought up today, man. He goes PSG. What if we got Neymar in return?
No, okay. He
Neymar,
wouldn't.
Pogba.
He wouldn't.
Let's go.
He wouldn't because he's out of contract this summer. So why would PSG do that deal? Just wait another 4 months.
Neymar and Pogba in the same locker room, son. This could be the best thing ever or the worst.
No, it would be Neymar
ever for a manager.
Neymar, Pogba, and Jose in a locker room is the worst thing ever.
But why would
Pogba could be great with the right
Imagine
manager.
telling those 2 to sprint back on defense.
Why would PSG get rid of Neymar?
No, it's not that they want to get rid of him.
It's just a hypothetical, man.
Hypothetical.
Okay. Also, when you were saying like, oh, United fans, I mean, they're the best fans in the world because they show them so much love. Even when United is at the worst, De Gea always shows up. In the last 5 years, I can think of maybe one game. I'm like, maybe he should have had.
Dude, that's why he's the best goalie in the world.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Where if he was bad for like 5 games in a row, 10 games in a row, 20 games in a row, I promise you, people are saying things now. Oh, today's over his hill. So it has nothing to do with how good United fans are. It's the fact that he shows up every single day.
No fans ever give a fuck about the player's personality over his performance. You get more leeway if they like your personality. Like if Milner sucked for 10 games, he wouldn't get booed. You know what I mean? But like if a player who's not as well loved by the fans sucked for 10 games, he'd probably get booed. I think Mane, although they like his performance, I don't think there's a true passionate love for Mane amongst the Liverpool fans. Of course they like him. I just mean Salah could do a lot more wrong. Firmino could do a lot more wrong. I think Mane's leash is shorter because he had that flying kick against Man City. Like he's a bit of a head case at times. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think so, man. I think so. He doesn't get as much goodwill, but House, you're right, man. Without De Gea, we don't finish second last year. We're probably in 13th this year. Like, he's important, man. And if we lose him, it's gonna be another step backwards. Of course, there's no denying that.
Well, listen to this. So here's the story. He's gonna sign for PSG for $300,000 a week, and they're gonna fund the whole thing by selling Neymar to Madrid. So it's all hypothetical. It's all bullshit. It all hinges upon Neymar actually leaving, so they have the money freed up to sign a contract like that with De Gea.
Because they do have Gigi
by the
Buffon
way, it might be Mbappe.
They have Buffon and they have
Areola.
Yeah,
young French
They don't need more goalies. Why are you gonna go there?
What was that?
No, because you gotta you see De Gea's performance for United. Imagine him on PSG. Maybe
Dude, imagine him back when in 2011 when he went to the Champions League final. He was incredible. You know,
that's what I'm saying. That's why they're making that deal.
2013, we won the league with him there. You know,
if we're speaking hypotheticals, what if Madrid did a swap, Courtois and De Gea?
I'd be pissed, man.
Soon,
Fuck Courtois.
Too soon.
Man.
Courtois, De Gea. What do you mean?
Because
United did the swap.
Yeah, because Courtois is not doing very well for Madrid.
It's possible.
And we all know Madrid wanted De Gea multiple times the last 5. Everyone wants De Gea.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna go for him, hey, maybe just
for me,
find Courtois. You're out now.
For De Gea, Barcelona, bro. Even the personality of that team. Like obviously, what's his name is there doing work.
So it's Ter Stegen.
Ter Stegen. He's good too.
Well, I think he's better than Neuer now. I think Ter Stegen should be starting for Germany.
You have Cillesen behind him too at Barcelona too.
Yeah, but Cillesen's been a beta forever.
But he's
still
very capable.
You know what he has to do? Cillesen has to leave, and he has to be a starter somewhere else.
Go back to
Otherwise, he's going to be a career backup.
Go back to Juventus. Hey, go to Juventus, become the new Buffon. Stay there for the next 15 years.
It's not that easy.
That's Donnarumma's position, dude.
But going back to the game, Andros Townsend almost
should have had it.
Almost
YouTube
had a
highlight Huss action over here.
In on goal, right foot sucks. He came close. De Gea had a double save off. I think it was I don't know who it was, but Max Meyer looked good for Palace too. Palace just had more energy than us, and they looked better. 100%. It was embarrassing. The fact that they come to Old Trafford and play better.
First time they got points, I think they said
since 1989 or something. You know?
And Jose came out with the post-game interview because obviously pre-game interview there was a controversial interview that came out saying that he named Luke Shaw, Marcus Rashford, Martial, and Lingard, questioning their level of maturity. But then post-game he says there's no heart. So look, I don't want to take Jose Mourinho out of context here. I think his initial interview he's not saying these things with malintent, people. I think Jose's just an old school guy where he's used to coaching men. He's used to coaching guys who are, a little bit more mentally tough, and he's having a hard time trying to bring these kids along, because it's not a Jose who needs to adapt. It's the players who need to get a little bit more mentally tough in that regard and take the criticism. But there's a clash there. Because he is publicly criticizing these guys. Because after the game, he's like, this game's played with brains and heart, and there was no heart.
Well, listen, like you look at, I'm not big into social media myself, but you look at Jesse Lingard's social media accounts. He's always posting something. He's, if he put as much, I'm not on the training ground. I don't know. I'm not in his head. But I feel like he focuses more, like a lot of these guys focus more on the social media personality versus their actual job.
But these guys they're humans, man. They have lives. Like every day he's
I
in the training
understand,
ground.
but it's like you have the best job in the world. Like, can we focus on?
So he should never be on social media.
Nah, man. It's almost like too much of a distraction. Like,
look, I don't mind it, but like it just says a lot when you see a guy lose and then, the next day he's posting laughing with his friends. Like, it's not. I'm not saying you shouldn't be allowed
different.
to.
But I don't want to see
different.
it. We don't want to see
After a
it.
loss, you should. You
Dude, that's what
definitely.
you have to eat the last 2 years.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Like, it's just. I'm not saying you shouldn't, man. Like, they're free to do
saying
whatever. But I'm saying
next day. It's the next day.
You should still be.
Yeah, but
you should still be eating.
Effective.
You should. Like, you carry that.
I disagree with
that. You carry that
playing,
result to the next week, and then you win. Then you have a video.
They're playing I think they're playing 2 days in a row. I mean, two games in a week. So like that downtime, that little bit of heart, like it's not there. It's kind of like, all right, time to move on.
Imagine if Roy Keane played during the social media era. What do you think his post would be?
He wouldn't have. It wouldn't be no fucking
post.
He wouldn't be on there.
It would be like an axe dripping with
He'd
blood.
be the captain who would just be smashing phones everywhere in the locker room.
He would, man. They've even they've
get
even
it.
made bans in the locker room, but it is what it is.
That's the new era
losing.
player. That
But
is
I could
the new
that's what I'm
superstar
saying.
young
But
player.
honestly, like, how many of those guys? I mean, I would think how many of them are actually on the phones before the game, and how soon to the game?
They're listening to music on the way in the
No,
bus.
but like even Pogba got in trouble that time with Mourinho because he was texting at a game. So like what Huss is saying is like when it's time to like focus.
Yeah, there's that time.
But if you watch the Man City documentary, where like most of them aren't on their phones like before the game. Anyway, it doesn't matter, man. I'm not saying these guys are posting before.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big
Man
of a
City
deal.
they're not even allowed to have pizza, but
it does say something if
when
you're
you're
not.
losing,
It does say something when you're not on social
And it
media.
kinda-
It's a little bit more focused on
That's what I'm saying. It's like 7th place, and like life goes on, like the pace stays the same.
But
like,
it doesn't
it's
work.
not the
That
cause.
doesn't mean he's working less hard
it
in the
doesn't.
game
Hell
or in
no.
practice. That's what I mean.
It just means it hurts him less.
He's a human at the end of the day.
I do feel for Jose a little bit because when you look at this team, it's like, how are we not winning? Because I think this is a FIFA team. They have all the skill. They have rated players. But it's the human emotion like we talked about. It's the focus. It's the, are you going to go through that tackle 100%? Are you going to make that extra tackle?
You saw Rashford when he came
I think it's more character than...
On paper, it is.
It's
a
more
strong
character
team,
here.
dude. It shouldn't be... This is not a 7th place team on paper. That's what Huss is saying. He's not saying it's a PSG video game team. But
yeah,
like,
but
when
I think
pull...
I think a couple guys are too old, man. I'm
old.
looking at this Man United team. This is not a quality Man United team. Look,
No, it's
Ashley
not a
Young,
quality.
too old. Lindelof, sketchy.
Yeah, but you're
Chris
saying
Smalling,
too old, but he's playing
been
well.
sketchy. Okay, I'm talking about like my level, what I expect for Man United, and I think what's happened to you guys is your level, your standards kind of drop because you're almost like an abused like person who you've been abused.
Okay,
And yeah, we finished above Arsenal.
Listen,
we finished above Chelsea.
Dude, there's
we finished
no
above
money to
Spurs.
commit
No,
to bolster
I'm saying you
this
guys are like,
squad.
oh no, on paper. I'm
But
like,
listen
dude,
to this.
just your attackers.
But
Even
listen
the
to this. This is
the last measured competition. We finished like second.
No,
It's
but-
the same team. It's just
And that's
this.
not good enough. It's not the team's
This
not good
is
enough.
who should be starting, but they're
Better
not
than
starting because they're
five
not
of them.
doing well. It should be Sanchez, Lukaku, Martial,
Yep.
Pogba behind them, Matic, and whoever you want to
Fred.
put Fred in there. Look at that front
Or
six, and they have a
Herrera.
-1
Yeah, you're right.
goal.
You're 100%
differential.
right, dude. That's the
They
front,
should be
it's
scoring.
not this Man United, excellent team, but that team, those front six can compete with an Arsenal.
And then
They
everyone
can
behind
compete.
them, sketchy.
Dude, Shaw's
Yes,
fine.
absolutely. And that's why he
Lindelof
wanted to
is
replace
fine.
people behind him.
Ashley
That's
Young,
why he
I'm
wanted to
talking
fix it. That's why he literally wanted to spend more money on fixing
and
it.
that to me is the issue. It's not
I'm
the fact
100%
that
with you.
this team. I think it's a combination of things. You lack quality too. When I look at your team, you lack quality.
We
too,
have enough-
bro.
We have
have
quality.
enough quality,
Sanchez, literally
man.
Sanchez, Lukaku, and Pogba. Those three guys should be enough to squeeze a goal when you
That's
need
your
a goal.
forward
Tom,
lineup. What about your back line?
No, but okay, we're
Because
talking about the
there's
back
11
line.
players on
How
the
many
field,
goals?
right?
How many goals did Crystal Palace score?
Zero.
Thank you. 0.
Defense did okay. How many goals did you score?
None.
0.
But
offense sucks.
Okay, so if you're talking about,
Do you think this back line is better than Arsenal's?
because of De Gea?
No, De Gea. Back 4, man. Fuck the goalkeeper. The
no.
back 4.
No, back 4. No.
That's
Your
crazy,
goalie. I think your goalie makes you fucking solidifies everything.
I think you're writing off Lindelof, man, and Ashley Young. He's not much going forward
Ashley Young
anymore.
is old, but
he's locked down on defense.
No one beats that dude.
Luke
Salah,
Shaw's been
Hazard,
locked
no one
down this
beats him.
year. Lindelof's been fine. Smalling's been playing some of his best football for us.
Darmian.
Obviously, he's not a guy that you play in the Champions League, but he's
Darmian was
doing
today
the
because
job.
Shaw was out. Darmian was today because Shaw was out. So
Look,
Shaw.
man,
So our back 4
when
is Shaw.
When I look at the Man United lineup and I look at this back 4, I know I could just see, like, you just lack quality. I think you lack quality, and you with all the other stuff going on with
to
Jose.
answer that question, man, if we signed Godin this summer and got him in
Or
that
Toby.
squad,
Yeah, a leader, a man.
but
he
that's
might change the
what,
locker
dude,
That's what he
room.
wanted
this
to
is-
do.
This is nothing.
We agree
You didn't
with
spend
you.
your money wisely, sir. We don't have any more for you.
That's
That's
bullshit.
sorry
You
about
have
it.
more.
That's what
sorry,
your
that's
boys
bullshit.
said about
Yeah,
it.
he's a
But
fucking
that
bitch.
see,
Time
you're-
to move on,
but you're
salties.
Let's move on.
Yo, fuck off, dude.
Yo,
You're complaining about
salty.
not having quality.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to address.
If we want to switch
You don't-
teams,
you do. You
all right,
want
you take
quality.
out Chelsea's back 4. You switch it with United. Is United now in 4th place? I don't
Chelsea's
know.
Back 4.
I don't know because United
Yeah,
can't
dude.
score. Because Chelsea
but it's
is
not even
plus
scoring, but it-
17.
Yeah, no, I agree. But, like, come on. If you go 1 for 1, really, Azpilicueta, you got David Luiz.
or Rudiger.
You got
Or
Rudiger.
Cahill or
No, I
Or
understand.
Alonso. Like, you swapped the back 4.
Yeah,
you
but guys,
put,
but guys, you have to understand that Chelsea team has leaders. Gary Cahill.
no, we're just talking about a specific example.
Yeah, and that's when I'm shitting on like Smalling and these guys. Like, look, man, they have some quality to them. They've been in the EPL for a long time. Like, whatever, they've been on these big clubs. But when I'm talking about the character guys, the guys who are gonna grab you by the scruff of the neck,
He literally tried to sign
I
those
don't think
players
he has
this
those guys.
summer.
yeah, and
We don't
that's
have
part-
him.
that's
We
part of
don't
the
have
problem.
him. That's literally,
That's
you're
part of
right.
the
You're
problem.
Ashley
stating-
Young
you
might
lack
be a better.
stating what
quality.
Jose's been saying.
Ashley
Absolutely.
Young
And
might be
we
a
lack
better
quality.
quality.
Jose is rarely wrong, by the way.
He even said
He's
we
rarely
lack
wrong
quality
what he
in the
says.
back.
It's just how he says it.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
what
look
I'm-
at when Zlatan was there. It was Zlatan, Rooney, and Young, I believe, that was hanging out in the locker room. Those are the leader guys. So now without the other two, Young might be the most leader-ish type of
he
guy
is,
on the
man.
team.
He played
a veteran
Leeds
dude.
by
And
example.
we really gonna say that Ashley Young should be that guy?
Is he a great like? Not,
No, but I'm
not
saying
for-
there
not-
should be
he's
those
not.
two
Us,
guys
no,
above
yeah,
him with
exactly.
tier like Zlatan
That's
and
why
Rooney.
he wanted to sign veteran guys.
like
That's
Giggs, like
literally why he
Scholes,
wanted to sign
someone you could
veteran
lean
guys.
on like that. But
Literally was going for Toby or Godin or even Maguire. Like, we can say Maguire, okay, he's not that leader yet, but you can see in his play, he's an S on his chest kind of dude.
Godin is out of contract this summer, I
Yeah,
believe.
he didn't want to come to United, so United paid and activated his release clause, and then they discussed personal terms, and he wasn't coming to United. So, like,
let's
United
not do
tried.
Let's not do the 3-hour
Yeah, let's
United
do that.
podcast. Move on to Watford 0, Liverpool 3. Huss's boys laying on a spanking. Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Roberto Firmino getting the goals. What did you guys think?
Firmino's first goal of the season. All comps. No, I'm kidding.
I just
Took
sold
a
him
while.
too.
He's got more than one goal, but he hasn't scored in a while. So that was good for him, man. It was kind of a gimme goal in the last minute. Get his confidence out. Klopp was loving that goal more than anything.
Goalie charging
Yeah,
at him,
exactly.
and he just hits the ball in with his
I
head.
just hit him in the face.
Got to be brave.
Yeah, he got lucky there, man.
Salah scoring again. But again, all these goals came in the second half. Like, it took almost to the 70th minute for Liverpool
Dude, I
to get a
jinxed
goal.
him, man. Literally, I was like, oh, 70th minute, looks like Watford might steal this one.
No.
And then
I
Salah
was
scores
actually very
2
worried about
minutes
this
later.
game. I think Watford plays Liverpool pretty well in the last 4 years, and this
And taking
team
points off you.
this year, I mean, they've done some special things. So if Liverpool don't come in and get a special goal here and there, or get like a fortunate goal, I could very well see Watford just getting that quick goal, boom, and taking off with the game. Thankfully, that didn't happen. Salah slowly finding his form, slowly trying to find that magical touch he had last year, and it's coming in. Because when that goal went in, it's like, how'd that even happen?
Dude, he's been scoring goals all year. Like, he's only taken maybe 2 games off.
He's been
at most.
missing goals.
Yeah,
But he scored like
He's at the
his
same
numbers.
stage
He's
last
still
year as
hitting
he
the
was
numbers.
this-
You know, he's still
yeah.
projected.
Yeah.
Like, he'll take 1 or 2 games off. He won't play well, but he'll still get the goal.
Yeah.
That's the player he's molding into, man. Just the finisher. Like, I'm not gonna track back. I'm not gonna work, but he'll still score, man.
Yeah, why not keep him up there?
I
Why
love
not?
Jurgen Klopp for this, man. Man's got balls. He switches everything up. Salah, we're going to play you at striker. Firmino, you're not in the goals, so we're actually going to drop you underneath the striker. Use your work rate and creativity. They end
Shaqiri
up
gets
getting
the
goals.
start.
Yeah, Shaqiri gets to start on the right side. Mane's on the left, and this guy's he adapts his team. He's not afraid is the thing. He's not afraid to change things. He
finally has the pieces to adapt his team because the last 2 years he was being criticized for sticking with the 4-2-3-1. But I think Shaqiri, this is what happens when you buy a player and he starts performing. Then you can start to adapt your team for that player. There's no way you can bench Shaqiri for the most part anymore. But
what's happening is everyone else around him is performing, so that allows him to step into a positive locker room, all he has to do is just play.
Absolutely.
That's it. He doesn't have to worry about anything else.
Focus on play and buy in, though.
Exactly.
Buy into the system. So we're a high-pressure team. When it's time to high pressure. Oh, we're drop back and run back team.
Once again, that is the objective is clear-cut. The goal is set. The expectations of what players want. All players want to know is, okay, coach, what do you want me to do on offense? You want me to stay wide? Okay, dribble at guys 1v1, get crossing the box. Okay, defensively, what do you want me to do? Tuck in.
I think
that's it. Just simplify it.
I think every manager does that. And I don't think that's enough, because you see.
Well, you have to go in graver detail.
That's what I'm saying. I think every manager says, "Hey, when we're on attack, I want my wingers here, like shape."
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
That's the first thing they teach.
Yeah.
You need a lot more. Like, okay, when we have the ball on the left side, I want you cutting in, you overlapping, blah blah blah. And Klopp and Pep do that the best. Poch tries as well, but Klopp and Pep,
like as soon as they come into the club, it changes.
Yeah, the atmosphere.
Because they have that picture in their head of what they want to do with the team, and then. It's a simple philosophy. He's been trying this Liverpool philosophy for years, and it wasn't hitting because, he brought that to Liverpool, but it wasn't hitting because he didn't have the pieces.
He didn't have the pieces.
It was halfway there, leaking goals. I mean, now they have the best record in the Prem, tied with Man City.
And unfortunately for Jose, he was the same guy too. When he went in the club, you knew, okay, this team's not going to give up goals. His system was also defensive, so everywhere
it's
Jose
counter-attack
went,
football. That's always been his thing.
Exactly, dude. So these top managers all have a signature that they like to play, and unfortunately, one of them right now is just having a nightmare trying to implement that signature.
Again, it's Klopp coming in with a vision. When a manager comes in, even if it's not completely 100% correct, as long as
come in with a vision.
Yes and no,
they all do.
But I think it's definitely fortunate that Liverpool gave him money. Yeah, because he knew right away who's staying, who's going. He wants this, he wants that. Let's go get these type of guys. Pep's like that. Some of the guys.
I think Jose's like that too, dude. Jose literally, if you look at his resume, he literally right away kicked Mata out of the club out of Chelsea. He said, "Nope, I'm gonna need a harder working dude." Right away, he goes to Madrid. I forget who bounced almost immediately. There's always
he didn't buy the players to fit his system. I'm not questioning his coaching ability, how he deals with players.
Yeah,
even
but he was saying some of them.
Well, because when he wanted those players, like Alexis Sanchez came in, great.
By the way, he's won more than these two managers. You know what I mean?
No, that's fine. Yeah.
So, he's having a hard time, and I'll admit that. He's having a nightmare at United. But he still belongs in that class because I still think he's one of the best in the world, easily. It's the best.
The best? I don't know about the best. But I still wasn't completely sold on this formation with the 4-2-3-1 with this team. I mean, I like it. I think I like the 4-3-3 a little bit more. But then again...
How do you play it?
What?
How do you play your 4-3-3? Because that means one of your midfielders has to sit out.
Well, we would play it just like how we played it last year. The thing is, we're trying to put Shaqiri in there, which I'm fine with. I'm okay with doing the 4-2-3-1. I just really liked how the 4-3-3 flowed last year.
I think you're being
so
spoiled,
picky,
bro.
dude.
Yeah,
so
you're
picky.
being spoiled. This flows just as hard, and now you got Shaqiri
Classic
on the same field as Mane.
No, 3-0. You guys dominated the game.
Yeah, 4-2-3-1 I think benefits you because now instead of relying on your front
36
three,
possession, by the way. Give me a fucking...
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Except you're even more attacking with the 4-2-3-1
because your attacking mid is so connected to the
center forward. You pull out one of your center mids, either Milner or who else plays there? Fabinho.
Luigi,
and then you
Henderson.
Put in or Luigi or Henderson, and you put in Shaqiri, and you still keep your front three, or you try to.
No, I understand that.
By the way, Alexander Arnold with the fucking curler.
I really like that.
Kick, Charlotte.
Oh my lordy!
Did he do that for the national team too?
Yeah, he scored. They said he scored midweek.
Yeah, I think against US.
Scored midweek as well. Wasn't sure if it was a free kick. I didn't see the goal.
Alexander Arnold, man, him and Robertson are fucking really. But dude, these guys can attack all day. They can score free kicks. They can't defend for shit.
Who?
Robertson and Alexander Arnold.
Yes, they can.
Not against the elite.
They did pretty well in Champions League.
For now, wait till they play against Ronaldo and company. I'm just saying, man. They
did
in
the finals.
No, you guys lost in the Champions League.
What happened?
I think.
They played,
was it City?
3-1, 3-0.
Hold on,
I thought they did.
No. This season.
No, I'm talking about last year when they both started.
And you lost 3-1 the final.
I mean, it doesn't help that our best player got taken out of the game by.
We're talking about conceding
but the thing is,
goals.
yes, but they still did okay.
I'm saying,
I mean, they're not the best in the world because they're still young, but they're doing very good for their age. To say they can't defend is ridiculous.
Dude, Salah Hazard, not a peep when Ashley's around. You can hate him. You can say he's old. You don't like his style.
I don't hate him.
But like, you look at his ability. He's a
we're not talking about United anymore.
Chelsea against Liverpool. Chelsea against Liverpool. David Luiz was exposing Robinson.
Sorry,
on topic here.
My bad, man.
Yeah, they have a little family drama over there.
No, I said my bad, man.
My Batman.
Yeah, that was one game.
Liverpool against dude, but like,
that was one game.
It happens multiple times if they know how to attack. The ball's in behind because they play too high up.
How many times did Marcelo have goals scored because of him?
Robert, dude, you're talking about one guy.
Just saying.
I'm saying Robert.
And I'm just talking about. And you're just talking about one game.
I'm talking about multiple games, man.
Multiple games. Robinson has done very well in defense.
Dude, I'm saying
Trent has done very well, and they're so young.
You can't have it both ways, guys. You can't demand your fullbacks to like overlap and be attacking and expect them not to get caught out. Like I don't look at that as like, oh, he can't defend it. No, he bombed on. He's fucking tired. He's tracking back now.
When he's in
and
position,
the potential is there to get caught out. Now, if we're talking about like what's that, Musaka on West Ham, the left back. Remember our city, Masuaku.
Masuaku.
When I forgot who played that lovely little chip ball over the top for Sterling, who redirected it to Sonic. That's getting caught out. That to me is when you're sleeping. But from what I see, Trent, like, you're gonna get exposed at defense. You will get beat 1-on-1. Sergio Ramos gets beat 1-on-1 for God's sake. But these guys are pretty solid defensively, man. Like, obviously they're weaker defensively and offensively, but
Trent has been struggling because he's a kid. That's it.
Like, and that's why Joe Gomez was playing for him.
Yeah. So Trent, I wouldn't. He's not there yet, but he's a prospect. He's going to be one of the top right backs in the league. He might end up being.
I mean, Trent's 20 years old, and then Robinson's 24 years old, still very young. I mean, Robinson has some wheels, but that shows you just how well Van Dijk has done this year. Even when they do bomb up, it's again 5 goals against all year.
It's not him, dude. It's Lovren. It's Lovren all day. The best
yeah. Well, I mean, he's not horrible.
Guy's a loser.
He's doing a lot better with Van Dijk there. But again, he's never been a Batman. And before Van Dijk, he had to be Batman. He's not Batman. He's Robin.
Van Dijk changed everything for you.
He did. No, Van Dijk identified the guy and like, this guy has feet. He's got leadership. Literally, I think his tag in FIFA, leader of men. Like, he was the perfect signing, dude.
Did you guys see that video of Van Dijk like heading the ball? Go on. Like in the tunnel? My goodness, it looked like it was 12 feet in the air. He hit the ball with his head.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Someone said it was 15. I was like, get out of here. That's ridiculous.
Aerial duels, man.
But Henderson got the double yellow, got the red.
Dude, cheap yellow. It was probably a legit yellow, the second one. Yeah. But it was pretty cheap.
Dude, you fucking guy was in behind you, grabbed him, pulled him back.
You should know better.
It's an easy yellow. I know what he's upset about.
Still scored with 10 men.
Professional foul.
Liverpool still scored with 10 men.
That's what you guys offensively got, power. But, man, I think Watford's spirit got broken after that first goal because like they had chances.
The resolve was there.
Raya was there trying to outside of the boot. Charlotte, this dude always outside of the boot.
He's outlandish.
It's ridiculous. And Delafeu got called offside but put away that goal. So like Watford, of course, I think this is a situation where the scoreline kind of lies a bit. But Liverpool did deserve to win it. No debate there. I just think Watford will feel hard down. It was 3-0.
They're keeping clean sheets, man. That's why Liverpool's scary this year.
Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 2.
Come on, you Gooners!
Tight game here, man.
Because you tied.
Tight game. This was a tough game away at Bournemouth. Anyone who has to play there.
You need a fucking own goal missile to fucking get by Bournemouth. Give me a fucking
was a
break,
game
man. You guys got undone on a counterattack
of luck.
Eddie Howe.
This was a game of luck right here. First half, Arsenal lucky as hell. Like I was hating just there, even though he was telling facts. Own goal by Lermer.
Jefferson Lermer, dude.
Kolasinac, who was active this game, man. Kolasinac was bombing on. Arsenal started in a 3-4-3 this game, and it was interesting because we hadn't seen it since Wenger.
Fancy, dude.
We were struggling at the beginning of the match. Guys were uncomfortable. Rob holding out of position. I was like, bro, we might get hit for 5.
Well, dude, this was the first time he's gone with the back 3 since he's been at Arsenal. So, you're doing it away at Bournemouth, too, who have been playing out of their minds. Like,
you got Josh King and Callum Wilson. These guys have been on fire.
Dude. Josh King, Callum Wilson, it's all about David Brooks, bro.
David Brooks,
he was offside.
He got robbed. He was onside with the replay. Yeah, bro.
VAR, bro. This kid Brooks.
Arsenal lucky right there.
Yeah, for sure, man. But hey, man, sometimes you need luck. Doesn't matter. Get you 3 points. Live to fight another day. I hate that thing of like, well, you got lucky. Factually you did, but
sometimes you gotta make your own luck too, man. Sometimes you do have to make your own luck.
Torreira looked nice. He had the early chance.
Hit the post.
He's a bulldog in the midfield, man. He's that energy that you need that United doesn't have. You know, we have Matic. I mean, you have Jacques. You play the 2 there. We play 3, so it's mainly just 1. But Torreira, man, does all the busy work, man. He hustles around, like he causes problems, and he's got an eye for a goal. Like he's gonna win the ball. He's gonna shoot. Like he showed great anticipation on that play too. Like he's hungry.
You know that's what I was concerned about, because in the 3-4-3, you're only playing 2 central mids, and if you see in the counter-attack goal, Torreira's caught way up high on the field. It's Granit Xhaka who's tracking back, and you just leave a big giant space. Well, so going forward, Arsenal were amazing. I thought, like especially second half, we dominated the fullbacks, Bellerin, Kolasinac getting forward, but defensively, it was so scary at times because we're so susceptible to the counterattack, especially in those wide areas. Because our fullbacks, it was just too much. It's physically too demanding for our fullbacks to track back.
Oh, it sounds like you sound like Unai right there. Unai said this game was too physically demanding for
Ozil. 100%. You can't. Where are you gonna play Ozil here? At center mid?
Like,
no way. Right wing back?
That was such a funny thing to say. Again, it's that honesty. You gotta be careful with that, especially Ozil, who's a bit of a easily offended kind of dude. You know what I mean? Like,
you better suck it up, man, because that was a right
say that,
call.
man. Jose's out here fucking dropping names. I don't know if you want to be calling your prima donna out, but
hey, what are we, 17 unbeaten though? Yeah. Arsenal 17 unbeaten. The only thing we have to do is get rid of Mkhitaryan and we'll be straight.
Hey, he played this game, man.
What about Iwobi, dude?
Iwobi was nice this game.
Iwobi was
bro.
Did you watch the game?
Cowish.
Or you just looking at
no. Just to say that you don't like Mkhitaryan hurts my feelings.
Why?
He was nice.
He's an ex-Man U bitch. Why would it hurt your feelings?
No. Don't even say that he's tarnished because of that one little stint with United.
He is tarnished. Yeah, they ruined his confidence. Then they tossed him down. They did the same thing with Danny Welbeck.
He had that one night stand with United. Now, he's United's bitch. No, don't even say
one night stand. It wasn't a one night stand.
It basically.
So basically,
yeah, he had a little stint.
All right, I'm tired of this lame analogy. Right? This one night stand. Mkhitaryan, no confidence, in on goal, doesn't shoot it, raw touches here and there.
Yeah, Iwobi
this guy,
too, man.
Look, Iwobi was more lively. Iwobi's actually running at dudes, beating dudes, putting crosses in. Yes, it wasn't a complete performance. He didn't get a goal or an assist, but he was way more. He was one of our liveliest players, man.
I think you're looking with that blind eye, bro.
No, I've watched the game. I love my club.
Best academy player Arsenal's had in a long time.
Shade.
Look, you guys hate on we don't bring anyone in. Young Eddie and Keita too, man, coming in, making his first appearance in the EPL. We bring dudes through, man.
You don't bring dudes through. You bring a dude through.
Whether they succeed or not, I don't know.
Where's Nathan Miles today? Where's Nathan Miles?
But we bring him through. We play him.
Reece Oxford all the way back.
Does anyone play for Chelsea?
No,
exactly.
That's who you're
all
comparing
I'm saying. No, I'm just saying we're gonna bring you and play you.
Yeah,
if you're gonna make it or not, we'll see. But we'll give you a chance
to
get to the first team, son. What? Any hate on Arsenal? Got nothing to say? That's right, nothing to say. Obama bang.
No, I mean, look. Here's the thing. Arsenal's finding a way at the moment to stay up there. I mean, whether they keep going through the winter season, let's see how Ozil does.
Hashtag Viagra.
No, well, yeah, Jesus.
Stay up there.
Well, again, we also want to see how Aubameyang handles that winter schedule. We don't know how this Arsenal team. There's a lot of question marks. Right now, they're doing their thing.
Sounds like you have a lot of question marks.
I do have a lot of question marks.
Here's the biggest
I'm like
question
the Riddler.
mark
of Arsenal. Man, either way, hold on before you go, Tom. I mean, all the question marks that Hussey may have. I mean, even coming into the season, they lost the first 2 games to City and was it Chelsea. But man, 17 games unbeaten, all competitions. Yeah, it's Europa and League Cup, but even in the Prem, man, they played some of the big boys. Well, they lost the big boys. But, dude, it's just the consistency. Like, they're building something here. And no one's been talking about Arsenal, great form, 17 unbeaten. Like,
yeah, we're not the story.
United hasn't gone 5 unbeaten this year,
United's the story this year, and I love it. The narrative has shifted from Wenger out to Jose out.
You know what's sad is that you're only, 2 points ahead of us. Let's see this.
Yeah, but we're so much further than you mentally.
6.
Like the spirit of the team and Arsenal, You can see it's the first year manager thing. Everything's all good for now. Whether it works out in the long run, I don't know.
Exactly.
But where Josie is right now,
bounce.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
You guys are in a better place for sure.
Yeah, but guys, let's not forget that right now they have Europa on Thursday. Then Sunday they have Spurs, and then Wednesday they have United. So this is a condensed schedule. So let's see how they do, and that's going to be 2 teams. Actually, 3 big games right there.
This is why this win was vital, though. If we tie them, and now we have big games coming up, we go into them a little bit more down. So
Yo, listen, December 2nd you play Spurs. December 5th you play United. That's the schedule so ridiculous.
Yeah,
man.
They set us up like they do every year. But
here's
my they set us up with the schedule. What? We got fucking Chelsea, Man City, first 2 games, and now this bullshit. But check this out. Here's my question with Arsenal, man. Not my question, but what we need to improve on. We suck in the first half. We have 7 goals in this first half, 21 in the second half. 10 goals conceded the first half, 6 goals conceded in the second half. A goal difference of -3 in the first half this year, and a goal difference of +15 in the second half, which is the most in the EPL. Yeah, meaning essentially we're a clutch team. We have heart in the second half, but we have to learn to start games faster. Man, I don't know how he's going to do that because that's a hard thing to change.
You could. I mean, obviously, that's the best thing to do, but it hasn't been affecting, man, because Aubameyang and Lacazette have been the guys getting those late goals.
Yeah.
And again, Aubameyang got the slide, and that's what he's in the team for. I mean, he's a finisher. You give him a chance, his movement is incredible. He's so quick, he can get in position faster than the defense.
Can you get away with that against Spurs, against United, starting like that?
Oh, starting like that.
Well, Chelsea started like that.
Against United, you'll be fine. I'll tell you that much.
United, you should be
but other teams should be in trouble.
Yeah, we'll be straight.
For sure, man. All right, let's go into our quick touch segment. Fulham 3, Southampton 2.
Claudio Ranieri.
Congrats, Claudio Ranieri.
First game.
Dude,
I knew it was going to be a balanced man, but I still went against Fulham based on their form. Jokes on me, though. But it was a back-and-forth game, and they went behind first. Looked like Southampton going to get something out of this game.
Yeah.
You know, the team that can't score goals at all. What's his name? Gets 2 goals right off the bat. Armstrong, man.
Double, bro.
A couple nice goals.
His debut, too,
rockets.
man.
Fucking debut, 2 goals.
Rockets, bro.
He had a couple of nice goals, man. But when you got Mitrovic in the side, you got goals.
Yeah, this guy's
fucking one of the top goals. I think he's got 8 goals or something in the league.
He's got like some of the best center forward play.
You give him, dude. He's that bulldoze guy. He's a poor man's Diego
Costa.
Yeah,
exactly.
Poor man's Diego Costa.
But he's smoother.
You
though.
give this guy, yeah, he is. He can
smoother?
roll people. He can turn. Yeah, Diego's very
It's
clunky.
close. It's close. Like because Diego had that run against.
Okay, I'll give you that. It's close, but Costa's still far superior.
Yeah,
he's a better
That's why he's
player.
a poor man. Yeah, that's why he's a poor man.
Dude, his header for that second goal, man, was flash.
The volley. He just waited for it. This little.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna.
outside.
Dude, I can't believe Newcastle sold this guy. And yeah, they got Solomon Rondon to replace him. But when they sold Mitrovic, it was like, dude, that's the guy. That's your number 9. Big Serb.
You give this guy supply. So they're talking about Arnautovic possibly leaving for Chelsea or Spurs. He's not happy. He's seen his boy Shaqiri out here playing for real things.
Mitrovic at Chelsea.
Mitrovic to West Ham, bro.
West Ham.
Just get more supply. Is he gonna elevate them over Arnautovic? No, but for Mitrovic's career, Fulham are in a relegation
he's
battle.
great at Fulham right now. With
he's not
with Ranieri in there now.
I think he needs to stay for now. But
he's
then
been scoring goals.
I think West Ham's too
go to
unstable. West Ham's too unstable for me, man. Like they could get
Dude,
relegated
this year. West Ham,
no, they're in like 12th. Man.
Fulham, they could. Fulham fired their manager, bro. Like Fulham are in trouble, and I think
they're a new club. They're a new club.
Fulham,
and
they're bottom of the table right now.
Yeah, and I think Mitro has earned not being in a relegation scrap. This dude belongs on a team that's mid-table.
Hey, well, let's. It's only not even mid-season yet. Let's wait till we get to January. Then we'll assess the table. Then
Burnley.
new managers.
Mitro is the man. He's gonna help Claudio. He's gonna help Fulham, no doubt.
The man. I'm saying Shirley's the guy that's
I'm
saying he shouldn't be living on Poor Street, bro.
Mitrovic should join Burnley if they can find the defensive.
Burnley.
Then you got someone that's
another basement team.
I know.
Why are you punishing Mitro, dude?
Yeah,
Does he not earn playing next to?
I'm the one that was saying play him at Newcastle every single week.
Newcastle again is also a team that got relegated. Put this man in a middle class
center forward hell.
Yeah,
torment in Burnley. They're just gonna lump it up to him.
Newcastle
Chris Wood's got to take 10 years to get up there and support.
Come on.
By then he's going to lose possession.
I'm not saying even look. He's
Mitro
one of those.
West Ham.
He's a guy. He's a guy that does well.
Liverpool.
But has that stigma too, where it's like he can't get you over the hump for like getting to Europa, getting into top 10.
That's why West Ham would be perfect.
So, or even if you do, those teams are just gonna buy someone to get you to change you out. But Murray found it.
Lost it.
Yeah.
Quick touch, everybody. Quick touch.
Lost it, bro.
I get like 4 things going through my mind at once. I was like, oh no, self-destruct. Self-destruct. No.
That's right. You done? Fulham come back from behind. Win 3-2. Mark Hughes stumbling. Fulham's still bottom of the table, but
Mark Hughes is struggling. The fans are starting to murmur that he might not be that dude about this life.
Man, Wolves, Southampton just have no investment. Like they keep losing. I don't know, man.
That's their system. They're in a tough spot. Their best. It's a recycled time.
It's gonna be a tight year for them.
I hope they stay up. Wolves 0, Hudders 2. No one saw this coming. Man. Tom's boy.
There was no
welcome
spirit
to the Prem. Dude.
Wolves been fucking killing me, dude.
Welcome to the Prem. This is a Prem reality, man. Those first 5 or 6 games.
Huddersfield was bottom of the table coming into this weekend.
Yeah, they jumped into 14.
And now they're in fucking 14th.
You can tell by how Wagner celebrated how much this game meant.
Yeah, man. He knows you got the second year blues for Huddersfield. The second year, like most teams usually go back right down after that second year. You got Wolves, who are new to the Prem, have been living on that adrenaline, but now it's getting cold. Now it's getting grimy. Yeah. Now it's like that grind time. And the last few games for Wolves haven't been pretty, man. It's welcome to the Prem zone.
There are a bunch of raw touches in this game.
So raw, bro. And they're not even raw players. These are silky players. So, like, up until now to December is when Wolves is going to decide their fate. Are they going to be comfortably qualified for next year's Premier League? You know, even if they finish 15th, 14th, that's fine for Wolves. Or are they going to be scrappy in that relegation battle?
And I think something that's come out with Wolves is I saw like someone
article.
Yeah, talking about this is that they're just predictable. Like Nuno has said, we're gonna come out in the 3-4-3. We know what we're gonna do every week. It's when it's working, it's cool. But now people are adapting. It's almost like Wenger. Wenger said the same thing. 4-3-3 every week, whatever.
And this is how we play. We give it out here. You move here.
After time, people adapt to you. So 100%. I think I like the system. But to me, what the concern is Huddersfield on set pieces. They were bullying them.
Yeah.
They just look like the hungrier team. So I know we want to touch it quickly.
For sure.
Nuno, touch it quickly.
No spirit this performance.
Man, Aaron Moy though with the brace. Early goal, 6 minutes in. Scholes-esque, top of the box, deflected big time. But then the free kick, man.
Dude, right angle.
Right, the beautiful angle. Right side, all completely around the wall.
That guy got subbed out too.
That was a nice free kick, but yes, what was Helder Costa doing? Yeah. Number 10, standing way off the wall. And 2, the wall placement by the goalie should have been better. Should have shifted it over. He literally hit it on the ground around the wall. And even if the player extended his foot, odds are he wasn't going to get there, man, because it was just hit with that much of a gap.
So easy.
Crap wall placement.
Great goal.
Yeah, great goal, though. Great goal. Everton 1, Cardiff 0.
Nice goal line clearance, by the way.
Great goal. Billing.
Billing.
Billing with the clearance. Brilliant.
Oh, dude, that ball crossed. You see the replay?
They said 18 millimeters, bro.
So
that's close. Ridiculous, man. That's a goal.
Bro. That's not a goal.
That's it, dude.
By literally the rules, the whole ball didn't cross. That's why I know
you're hard done. I know you're hard done, but
that's too much. Like that was
that's
ridiculous.
Fantasy stuff, though, right?
That was fantasy. No fantasy.
All right,
it didn't matter.
Not ridiculous. The
team who scores the most should win the fucking game, not the team who gets lucky.
Frank Lampard.
88 millimeters. 8 millimeters. 18 millimeters.
That's like a sliver. That's like a
little
thick
pecker.
bushel. Whoa, got him.
Got him. That was bullshit, man. I couldn't believe that. I could not believe that.
Everton 1, Cardiff 0. I'm expecting a lot more from Everton here, especially with Charleston fantasy owners too. But man, this is what's important about trying to put a run together. You just got to power through these games. At home, you beat Cardiff 1-0.
Got to be able to win ugly sometimes, man. And look, Everton had a lot of chances this game, and I like Sergetson, man.
Yeah, Sig is nice, huh?
Yeah.
I almost picked him up in fantasy. I think he's like top 5 or at least top 10.
Well, he's not playing left mid anymore.
No, he's playing down. He's playing down the middle where he prefers, man.
Yeah.
He's the maestro, man. Rooney kept him out of that position for some reason last year, so but now he's made it his own, man. Late run to the box to get that goal. But yeah, no, Everton, man, keep plugging along, man. Marco Silva is just a boss.
Love this dude, man.
And there's no pressure, man. He's thriving in the system and the players.
He's got money.
Quickness.
And the players.
Walcott, Bernard, Richarlison.
Phil Jagielka. Oh, nah, man. You still got old guys like Baines. You know, Seamus Coleman. They have battle axes.
They have ambition, man. They have ambition
too.
They
do, man. It's brilliant.
Oh, dude, fucking Mina and Michael Keane.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I love it, dude.
Yeah,
one of my
great,
favorite
man.
center back pairings in the league.
That's a team who spent a lot of money this summer, dude. I think 150 mil.
The last few years, man. I mean, look who they were buying. They brought it, and Rooney was nothing. But
you know what might happen? Lukaku might end up coming back to Everton, dude.
Come on, bro.
And then Harry Kane. I'm just saying they still haven't replaced him.
How high fantasy you go to? You think
what I'm saying?
Lukaku's pride would take him overseas?
Tom, this is what you know.
He doesn't drop that to Everton,
bro.
Tom, hey, this
pride-wise,
hold on. This is what you do.
Though, man.
This is what United does. Send Lukaku back to Everton. Okay, we'll take Griezmann.
Loan.
Get rid of Sanchez. Give Griezmann number 7. Bring back Memphis Depay. That's the team going forward. Let's fucking go. That's what we do this summer, man.
Memphis is balling now.
If it doesn't work in a couple years, I could see Lukaku going to AC Milan.
Like fucking Altidore,
man.
Because they just do one like basically.
It's a big dude.
You could go to Italy and do some work there.
Get some bananas thrown at him.
Yeah, right. But yeah, Cardiff sucking as usual. They're sitting.
Damn, as usual, they just showed up, bro.
19th, man. Playing almost as bad as United this year. But yeah.
Brighton won. Leicester won.
Red card
Here for Madison. Second yellow for diving. Huss, how proud of you
fucking
of that,
hilarious.
Dude. That was so great.
Right, Huss, did you get an immediate boner when you saw him?
You've been calling for these type of yellows for the last 3 years you've been doing this show.
It's awesome. And no, my pants weren't any tighter. But
because they're 18 millimeters.
Look, I mean,
because he got that 1.8 pecker.
Speaking of, thinking about that area, to have the balls to give a player a second yellow for red. I mean, that's big on the referee. And
dude, that happened in the space of 2 minutes. Fucking idiots. Man.
And he
knew that was
he
an awful dive too. It was fucking
It was a Spanish dive.
I like the fact that after the game he came out, he apologized. He was like, "Diving shouldn't be anywhere in our game. My bad." So
dude,
that was
PR. Dude, that happens. I mean,
PR.
I think I've almost been in that situation where like you go down easy, but then it's almost too easy.
He said he anticipated
contact. That one wasn't
contact
going down easy. He literally dove.
Jumped.
Like,
he jumped. He waited to get hit to get pushed in the air,
and
but
it just never came. So he jumped. Those are gross.
Glenn fucking Murray doing the damn thing.
This dude, man, doing it for all the fantasy owners.
I almost picked
new
him
contract
up. And Kanarkot on the assist, and Jamie Vardy subbing in. Man, he hasn't been starting. He was injured. I think he's fit now. I think he's like something up between him and Claude Puel.
Yeah, there's a little bit of beef there.
Is Glenn Murray?
You saw him celebrate that goal, man. Like he was heated. Like he fucking.
Yeah, I think at least he wasn't punching himself in the face.
I fucking love Jamie Vardy, man. This guy he's still consistent.
What a PK.
I'm thinking.
I was worried about having him in fantasy.
What are you thinking? 2 more years?
He could be there for life, dude. He doesn't give a fuck.
No. 2 more years of being like a starter.
No, dude, he'll start till he dies.
He's already getting faded out right now. I think.
One more full year, Huss. I give him one more full year as a starter, and then that second year he's kind of in and out, and then I think he retires.
Unfortunately, they just don't have someone anywhere near ready to compete with him.
I think it depends on the manager. Like you're bringing someone like Sam Allardyce, this guy's playing every game still.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It all depends on the manager.
Well, he's also bringing Peter Crouch.
Yes.
Peter. Yeah, he is out of retirement.
So yeah, Vardy with the penalty to tie it late on in the second half. And
that was a banger. He didn't just smash it down the middle.
No.
Finally, he used the inside of his foot, and he went top 90. That was well
like
played.
James
Those are the ones where you
very
miss though.
characteristic.
And you're like, oh man, I hate
because you lean
PKs
back a
like
little
that.
bit.
Yeah, man.
Is Len Murray clinical?
He's getting this year.
This year he is.
Yeah.
Say, but man got 100 goals for his club.
He's having a critical run.
Come on, man.
Clinical run right now.
35 fucking years old, man. I'd retire after
This
this.
is vintage.
Like, all right, this is Indian summer. Like
about this life, Glenn Murray.
I'm going to China after this.
Mad respect from the PFC.
I mean, what are his numbers here?
That'd be great if you could make one more payday.
He's got 7 goals and 12 starts in the league.
Come on,
That's
man.
crazy. On Brighton, by the way.
Without those
insane.
goals,
They relegation battle.
they're done.
That's it. It's
They're
over.
done.
As it
wrap.
stands now, they're in 12th place.
That's so huge. Imagine
That's
Middlesbrough had someone like that.
Dude,
year.
that's why forwards get paid the most, man. Like you can teach someone to defend. Obviously, others are better than certain people are better than others, but like for the most part, scoring goals is a natural thing. Like
it's the
such
most
a raw
important
talent.
thing.
Yeah, toughest thing to do.
All right, that wraps it up for Premier League Matchday 13 review. We'll wrap it up with some world footy news.
Real Madrid.
Here. Dude, that's the major news of this weekend.
Real Madrid.
Losing 3-0 Saturday morning here on the East Coast. Opening game. I think it's 7 a.m. kind of game. They lose 3-0 away at Ibar, dude.
Sixth place.
Right after Solari signs a permanent contract, deal with them.
For the year, just for the end of the season. Right? Yeah.
But that's why I think, man, they're going shop in the summer. There's no respectable manager who's going to be willing to pick up Real Madrid right now. Because it's just a losing proposition. You need the summer and a transfer window to get Ancelotti, to get Conte, to get, what's his name? Pochettino. Like, you need the summer to give him that window to pick up 3 or 4.
This kid playing right back for Madrid, Alvaro Ordizzola, man, he had a nightmare of a game. Like, especially on the second goal, I think he gave up, ball to his foot, panicked, didn't get rid of it, lost it right on top of the box. And that was this guy.
It's a big stage over there, man.
Kurasela, man, this guy had a fucking game. Got the crazy hair.
Yeah, he did
he was a nightmare down that wing. Like, I think all 3 goals came from that side.
Yeah, man, Madrid, they're struggling this year. This is what happens when you lose a megastar. Other guys have to deal with the weight. And we're seeing that clearly they can't. The fear factor is gone.
They need a double dose of steroids.
But the fear factor should have been there. I know what you're saying.
Fear factor's gone.
It is gone, and it's. I think it's it's shameful what these players, how far they've sunk. You know what I mean? Like you basically lost Ronaldo, so okay, maybe not as many goals anymore. But like as far as like
of goals with Ronaldo, they lost a lot of goals
for sure, man. But like you mean to tell me you should be getting smacked 3-0, maybe 3-1. Maybe 3-2.
No, I agree.
See, if Ronaldo was here, then maybe they win 4-3 or something. You know, they'll spearhead an attack, get a brace. But even without him, man, you're losing 3-0. Like the goals you're conceding, they're sloppy. Madrid just aren't playing well.
No, man.
And I think Isco may leave potentially in January. Even he hasn't received the start under Solari, and they went on a nice little 4-game unbeaten run.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not happy as well. Modric is only getting older. Maybe they bring Kovacic in to potentially replace him next year, but a lot of questions here with this Madrid team.
Now, if Madrid do finish in 5th or 6th or anything lower, which is crazy.
That'd be so great.
Those comments, I mean, yeah, by like a lot of them, but other people as well, about Ramos. Does that start to, gain traction a little bit?
First of all, I'm going to address this right now because I was thinking about that as I watched this game.
Yep.
It's bullshit. You can't pin conceding, everything on one player. It's just stupid. If I was Ramos,
but he can give Cristiano like practically not all the credit, but a lot of the credit.
Because he's putting the ball in the net. But when you concede a goal, it's not always down to one person's mistake. It's a team. You defend as a team, you lose as a team. That's a stupid expression, but it's true.
Yeah, that's true.
If one player lets another teammate down, then you're off balance, and that's it.
You got to cover for him.
But then if you're a center back, now it looks like I'm shit because we keep conceding goals. This game, man, it wasn't until the 3rd goal that he was really involved in one of the goals being conceded. He kind of got, I don't know, it was like a gypsy goal, really, how that guy got a touch on the ball. But he wasn't to blame for those goals. But the way Madrid are playing like shit. Like, they're playing worse than United, which is crazy, But yeah, it's a campaign against Ramos. It's so stupid. Yeah. It's dumb.
In dire times, don't you rely on your captain to lift you up?
Sometimes, man. Sometimes you rely on your team to pick up. Asensio and Isco are talking about, Asensio mainly, talking about he's tired of Ronaldo FC. Everything's about Ronaldo. Ronaldo leaves. Asensio has been mute.
Asensio, Isco.
Think about the price tags on all these players.
Isco, I don't blame him because he's not getting on the field. So that's hard.
Asensio's been playing a lot, man.
Asensio's been playing a lot, but he's not stepping up, and he's not ready to. And it doesn't mean he sucks. But bro, before you criticize your golden goose, how about you start putting up numbers first, and then when you feel like
because he had it easy, he thought, okay, this guy's gonna work. Like I can do that too.
Thank you,
and
bro.
he didn't realize the amount of attention that Ronaldo commands. Exactly. Just when he's on the pitch, you're allowed an extra 5 yards of space.
That makes it easy for
you. And that extra 3 seconds to make a decision when you're on the ball.
But think about the price tags of these players right now, of how far they may have dropped a little bit. Because, Asensio at one point
may have dropped a little bit.
Asensio at one point was rated at 200.
Who learned you how to spoke?
No, but I know these are rumors. And then people were saying like 150. Now it's getting to the point where people might just throw 90. 100.
Yeah, he's back to 100. He's back to normal. Everyone on this team, obviously, the value is going to go down, except guys like Varane. I think Varane will stay right where he's. Marcelo, I think, will stay right.
Is he the best defender on that team?
Most of them have release clauses.
I think. See, this is just a bullshit, man. Because we talk about Ronaldo, and I said before, if he was in this league now, the title would be a wrap. Madrid would have won it by now. They'd be fine for the season. Because you got Atletico and Barca going at it, a game that Barca usually wins, especially away at Atletico. Ended up being a 1-1 draw. You know, they take points off each other. That's when Liverpool should have sealed it up. That's when Madrid. Yeah, Atletico should have had. They had the lead to the 90th minute. They were unlucky.
I feel for Atletico on that one.
The Diego Costa goal, man, was incredible. This is the guy that Chelsea have been missing. You know, like it's ridiculous. Like I don't know how Conte is such an idiot. Like for all the good he did for that team, like he was his own downfall by getting rid of a center forward when he didn't have a center forward already on deck.
Yeah, no, man. But then
Dembele getting a lot of shit in the media, by his coaches, by his teammates.
A lot of people saying he's missing practice, playing Fortnite, doing things that aren't, partying, doing things that
aren't the Barca way.
Exactly. But Luis Suarez has come out and try to kind of champion him publicly and be like, look, man, like just if he focuses on what he needs to, he can be the best.
Yeah.
And I agree, man. But it was good to see him going through this sort of like public rut and for him to come out with a goal, man.
Yeah, man, some dudes are about this life. You get called out by the media when you get that golden chance to tie it up for your team,
laid on by Messi, man.
And you create it yourself. Like
it created yourself. How about the Messi pass? But
the pass was great. It was a mistouch by Messi, that poke. It was great improvisation, but it was a mistouch. Messi was setting up for himself, dude. Took a bit of a heavy touch.
I'll pass.
Had to poke it. But when Dembele didn't shoot it the first time, I was like, this kid's
hit it one time.
Destroyed in the media. Dude, left foot, side foot, through the
legs.
Left or right.
That was beautiful. A great goal.
Delicious goal, man.
Barca stayed top with that goal, man, so it was massive for league credentials.
Well, Sevilla ended up going up the next day. I think Sevilla had the Sunday game. So Sevilla lead the league.
Dude, Sevilla's leading the league. Atletico's up there. It's stupid, man.
It's beautiful.
Spain's topsy-turvy right now.
Spain's good this year. No, Spain's good this year. What's his name came out and said it.
I think
the Atletico coach Simeone came out and said now that Ronaldo's gone, it's great because now there's back to parity. It's not about Messi and Ronaldo. So Spain's back to normal.
I think the strength is finally showing in Spain this year. Because they've always had strength in Europa League. They always won with Sevilla.
Yeah.
Champions League. They've always had strength. Yeah. It's always been there. I think it's just more.
The top teams. The top teams.
Parity, like you said.
Yeah, there's more parity, much more parity. But
no one is scared of Madrid, bro.
No one's scared of Alaves. Alaves is up there in fourth. Espanyol, no one's afraid of them.
Barca's still scary. Like, oh shit, this is Messi's return match.
Yeah, man.
No,
it's scary stuff. But man, moving over to Argentina, the Copa Libertadores, dude, this is absolutely insane. So, like I said, last episode, it was 2-2 at Boca Juniors. They play a 2-leg final for their Copa Libertadores, and this time the game was in River Plate, bro. Copa 90 was there.
Wow,
dude, they had to postpone the game because there was so much violence.
Like people attacking the team bus, tear gas got into the bus.
Dude, they're tear gassing the bus. Like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, I understand the rivalry,
players'
and this
eyes were injured. Like,
and this is par for the course for these two teams. Like, this is the biggest rivalry in the world, guys. I'm not saying it's the most skilled.
Maybe not the biggest, but the most violent.
This is the biggest.
It's either this or like Turkey.
Even El Clasico's not that big.
Somewhere in Turkey.
El Clasico's big, like a spectacle everyone's watching.
Fenerbahce, Galatasaray might be more violent.
This is more violent, bro. Galatasaray and Fenerbahce, when they light the flares and the whole stadium's on fire, that's dope.
Yeah, it's distraction for the guts. But people get stabbed.
Man, tell me how many times a game's been postponed for that league. This is not the first time this has been postponed, bro.
Nah, this is wild, bro. This is wild.
this is what's his name?
People get trampled.
Conor McGregor, bro, up here wilding out on the bus.
It's a crazy South American, man. There's so much passion in their football.
Too much, bro.
Too much.
They don't even let away fans travel to the game. Because they know, dude, we're not going to protect you. Like, they're killing players.
They have mini earthquakes during the game, bro. The stadium rocks like that.
Yeah, dude, it hits on the Richter scale. Dude, this is insane.
Would you be intimidated if you're the away?
Come on, bro.
Serious?
Those stadiums are old school, like
hurt. It's like a cage.
The way they're built,
yeah.
man.
I want the Popemobile.
Fences.
As Ray Hudson would say, he filled his shorts, you know.
Yeah, classic.
What else you got? Anyone else got?
Yeah, I got a
Cristiano Ronaldo getting a goal. Juve win 2-0.
I'm so happy for this guy, man.
He's still scoring into double digits for the year.
Did it all over the world. That's the
But
most...
dude, like even the commentators said it. Like he'd miss a chance, big smile. He'd have a pat. Dude, this guy's been smiling. He's like Ronaldinho now. He's like, because he's done it. What? He's accomplished. He's got the 5th Ballon d'Or. He's tied Messi. He's in a new league. He's just enjoying himself.
And you know why?
At Madrid, he's always like always hot. He was hard on himself before he got the first goal for Juve, but now he's settled.
He's just gonna go home. I think after he's gonna have some vino. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have some fresh bread. Drink.
Dude, I think it's also you're in a not a shite league, but a less competitive. He knows he's on the best team, and there's no Barca to compete.
Dude, but the fans love him.
And the fans
are all. He could shit on the field. Everyone will still love him.
He could do that on any team.
Not Madrid.
They booed him. Not Madrid. That's why he left.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not why he left.
He was also there for how many years, and there was a lot of times they did cheer for him.
But the fact that you booed him once,
you should never ever boo him.
Yeah, no.
Even if he misses 6 chances in a game, never boo that man because he's giving you so much.
Everything.
I'm sure there were Madrid fans who were there who were like, I refuse to boo him.
No matter what. Barca would never boo Messi, no matter what.
He could score 3 own goals, bro.
Messi could get a red card and score 3 own goals, and they'd still be like, well, you know what? He was good last week. Well played. He was good last week.
He tried.
Anyway.
I got a nice little hot nugget here. Pellegrini, sneaky 22-year-old Italian, linked with Manchester United. As a midfielder, has provided 2 goals and 5 assists from his last 14 appearances for Roma this season. And Man U's looking at him for around 26.5.
That's a steal. That sounds like a Liverpool buy.
Sounds like
a gamble, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A Liverpool buy, man. Potential Adam Lallana.
True. Great. Yeah, pick him up. Adam Lallana.
No, nice. Even Salah was a gamble. Like, Salah, you knew, okay, he's a good player because what he did at Roma, but like we saw him at Chelsea. No one saw 40 goals. No. 44. Mane, Keita, like the prospective purchases, but like, I don't think United needs any more prospective buys, man. Like,
you need the real thing.
That's a
real
finished article.
By the way,
tested.
Messi did put someone in a coffin this weekend, bro. Like
who?
One of the players. Yeah, he did the inside inside finish with the right foot, hit the post in it. It was.
Dude was just Boateng out there.
He's still out here.
Nah, he's still doing it, man. Messi's the man. What else he got? Anything else?
That's all I got.
That's all I get.
Cool, man.
Nothing.
Liverpool sucks.
Liverpool does fucking suck.
I just love how Bayern Munich is in 5th place.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Good shout there, man. Bayern Munich absolutely struggling. They won this weekend though, but man, I love it.
They've won the league in the last 10 years. They probably won about 8 times, I think.
Yeah, Pep won all 4 years he was
Pep
there.
won all 4 or 3.
It was only Dortmund that I think Klopp that really won twice against them.
That's
11, 12.
That's the only team that really can compete in that league.
I'm glad Pulisic is getting his dues up there now.
Yeah.
If he gets a league title for him, that's great confidence, man.
The money for him, the value for him is just going up and up and up.
Yeah, man.
He should stay there for next 3 years. Just fucking keep playing.
3 years?
I say,
dude, who cares, man? You're playing Champions League. You're winning titles. Yeah. Just stay.
Yeah, man.
Well, how's it gonna get better?
Leave when you're 26, 27.
How's it gonna get better? It's not. You're gonna go somewhere and play less at 23.
Agreed. Or more pressure or different.
Just fucking play, dude. They love you. You fit the system well.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's like Cristiano Ronaldo. He should have stayed at Sporting.
He's not Cristiano Ronaldo.
Just saying, Cristiano Ronaldo should have stayed at Sporting.
He's not Cristiano Ronaldo.
He should have left at like 26.
Look at Batshuayi, bro. Should have stayed where he stayed.
Look at Salah.
Instead of going to Chelsea.
Salah never would have made it if he stayed at Chelsea.
Some dudes jump.
Never would have made it,
man. And some dudes.
Chelsea's a volatile team anyway.
Willie Zaha never would have made it at United unless we gave him 5 more years. He went to Palace, plays every game.
Yeah, but
now he's ready to leave.
Those are different situations. I mean, you don't know.
It's the same. We're talking about players moving clubs.
I mean, he could go to Bayern Munich.
They're talking about him going to Bayern, but do you think
then he's in and
he's
out
going to play as much? Do you
think? Because
it's all about when.
Ribéry's out, maybe.
Talking about
Pulisic, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying, when does he go to Bayern?
No, they're saying this. Like, this rumor just came out this weekend,
and I'm not saying
Bayern taking a look at him, so it would be at the end of the summer.
I'm just saying 3 years is too long. Maybe next year he stays.
2 years.
Was he 18?
Maybe.
How old is he?
He's 20, I think.
20 now?
Yeah. I don't think 3 years is still too long.
Yeah,
I still don't think it's too long.
At Dortmund, you're getting an education at a team.
He's 20. Just turned 20 in
September.
So
you're not sitting at Schalke.
23. That's fine.
Yeah, man. You're not
3
sitting
more
at
years.
Schalke.
4 more
he'd
years.
be 24.
That's
Dude,
fine.
just get
24.
Get your stats. Just pad your numbers. Get comfortable. Become a world beater at one club. Then go wherever the hell you want.
I'm with that, man.
He's not even a certified starter yet, so it's like
Sancho out there nibbling on his lunch, bro.
Sancho's real, man.
Sancho out there loving. He's another guy. Just stay there, bro. Don't move.
Now,
move too early.
Now I'm seeing a story of Chelsea could lose Callum Hudson-Odoi for if they get 70 million purchase of Pulisic in January. So
that's the kid they should be playing more.
Chelsea looking at him.
Hudson-Odoi, spark.
I think if Chelsea brought Undesari, Pulisic could profit from that. He's playing Ross Barkley with Jorginho and Pulisic.
The thing is,
that'd be deadly.
Nah, but he'd be competing with Willian and Pedro. Pulisic would probably be a little bit more out wide. Like I think his best work is done starting out wide, working his way in.
He's not better than Pedro, maybe as far as experience-wise, but I'd rate him higher than Pedro.
I would too, but the rotations. Willian and Pedro can barely separate from each other.
Well, Hazard's not coming off the field, so it's basically Willian.
3 guys for one position.
Stay where you are, man. Stay at Dortmund.
Keep balling, and the national team keep doing your work.
Pogba potentially to go to Inter Milan.
Fuck him, let him go.
Let
him go.
Cash deal.
Don't later, bro. Go to Inter, Pogs. Go to Barca, bro. Go somewhere
Mac Weldon.
Real, man. But all right, guys, thank you for listening. That wraps it up for us. We'll catch you next week. Champions League midweek. Don't forget that. Check that out.